There are so many flavors of Space Marine in the grimdark future of Warhammer 40k. Today, we talk all about the angriest, most brutal, loudest, crankiest, saddest, and surprisingly wholesome legion in all of Warhammer. Welcome all you ladies and animals, as today I tell you about the World Eaters. The 12th Legion of the Emperor's Angels are, well, how do I put this? Batshit insane. No, like literally. These guys shove railroad spikes into their skulls that make them feel nothing but pain and anger until they can see nothing but red and just go on rampages. It's so bad that they can't have librarians, marine wizards, because as it turns out, making a psyker go crazy on purpose just summons a lot of demons. But why do they make themselves go insane? Well, because their daddy did. Angron had the butcher's nails put in his head against his own will when serving as a gladiator slave on his homeworld. He kinda got Darth Vadered, where his entire thing is to make him feel anger and constant pain, because if he experiences any other types of emotions, the nails will dig into his brainstem. So of course, he went the way of blood and chaos. The World Eaters are a legion of get this done, do it now, going so far as to drop in behind enemy lines and tear apart battlements from the inside, regardless of the casualty rates. Do they do the smart thing and stand back with a 10-foot pole, firing orbital bombardments from above so they can wipe out cities without even stepping foot on the planet? No. They use the orbital bombardments as covering fire so they can get in close and stab you in the face while you cower in your bunker. Die! Fuck you, heretic. If we can't kill us, you can't kill us. And that's essentially the World Eaters in a nutshell. A mainly infantry force that says kill now, talk never. They will run in with biceps exposed, chain axes whirring, and only ever picking up a gun if they feel like it. They are not the epitome of bloodthirsty savages like a D&D barbarian. They are the spiritual successors to the honey badger. But they're more than just blood fountains that disembowel cities. Aside from the cool factor, the most intriguing part of the World Eaters and why they became my second Space Marine army on the tabletop is their very depressing history and almost righteous fury at the galaxy. Angron is not simply angry and a part of chaos because he felt like it, but because all his life, the grimdark universe of 40k showed him that the galaxy is deserving of nothing less than savagery. Born on a world of slavers who used him for entertainment, Angron fought alongside his fellow gladiators for freedom. But when the Emperor of Mankind, the most powerful figure in the galaxy, finally arrived, he did nothing. Instead of helping Angron free his brothers, Big E forced him to watch their slaughter. Between that, the nails that made him unendingly seethe, and other run-ins with rude brothers like Guilliman crushing one of the skulls of his fallen gladiator allies, it's no wonder why Angron chose to slock it up with the side that promised him a way to secure vengeance. On top of all of that, Angron was supposed to be the anchor for pain. He was born with the ability to take away other people's pains and endure it himself. But with the butcher's nail 6 inches deep into his skull, he could never pull it off. And when he was finally ready, almost excited to die, Khorne said, fuck that, and now he's a winged, crazed demon prince of the Skull Throne, going on endless rampages and being used as a wharf each time some Imperium hero gets a book. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of on his side. The World Eaters are not simply bloodthirsty, mindless killers. Okay, they are literally mindless savages, but in concept. In execution, they are a symptom of the galaxy's apathy gone amok for eons. A force that bites back in a vengeful grasp of desperation to punish the Imperium of mankind and the Emperor's subjects for such uncaring cruelty, whether that's by design or not. But there's a lot to see in the World Eaters from across all of media. If you're a big fan of Darth Vader or the Wolverine, they, when done correctly, hit that same token right on the nail. The Butcher's Nail, if you will, a tragic hero who had the capacity for so much positive change and productive outlooks on the whole of the galaxy before them, only to be cast aside and used like a weapon, thrown at the enemies of the Imperium and battered against the most self-righteous battles until they spiritually and literally revolted, choosing instead to go with the devil they know. Or at least the one that they can understand, rather than the Emperor, who seemed to act with an unreasonable hate in his heart. The World Eaters are more than their hatred. They are evidence for justifying hatred against the cruelest and most expansive empire in the history of the human race. The proof that the Imperium lies at its core, and it's more concerned with results than lives. The World Eaters, the mindless killing machines that turn warfare into a sport, conquering planets wholesale faster than any other legions could carry out the takeover of a single city. They are an unadulterated look at the honesty of the state of the Warhammer universe. The Imperium will gladly wait for you to be looking the other way before stabbing you in the back. The World Eaters will wait until you're making eye contact to stab you in the face. Are they raging maniacs? Sure, but they're honest about it. And who could forget?
Blood for the blood god! Skull for the skull throne!